Hi friends! I hope you're all having a wonderful day and I hope you're all having a wonderful week. So I am so excited for this build. I have wanted to do this for a while and I finally had some inspiration in my head to do it. And yeah, so today we're going to be building a farm sort of vibe for a little cottage for a beekeeper. And I really love this sim and I have not even made the sim. But I really love this sim so much. They just seem, and I find that you might agree, they just seem like such a sunny, happy, bubbly, sweet person. Like, I'm just really in love with this sim, and all I've done is build their house. So I hope that you will like this build too. It is built on a 30 by 20 in Henford on Bagley, and it is 13 Nettle Lane. And it is just a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It's technically not even 1 bedroom. It's kind of like a studio sort of vibe. Like there's a bed in the living area. There's not like a bedroom because it's very small. And it is technically a tiny house. It is a small home or it's the biggest one. It's 93 tiles, but that's including the greenhouse that we end up having on the other side of the lot. But it does technically come in as a under 100 tiles. So it's kind of little, but it's very cute. And I really, really like it. And I hope that you will like it too. So this is the shape of the house. And this is where it's going to be. And then we end up having a pond and a greenhouse and some planting spot. The planting things from Cottage Living. The one, the plots, you'll see them in a minute. And then lots of debug landscaping and debug items, and then 12 bee houses, and technically 13 bee houses because there is one in the greenhouse, but I was kind of imagining that one was like not being used at the time and it was just being stored in there. But technically it's 13 bee houses. And I don't even know if you could have that many bees, but if you play in this, please let me know if you can have that many bees. I am curious and I would love to know. But this is kind of the shape of the house. This is what it ends up looking like. And we do use the bee window from Cottage Living. We use it many times. There is many bee windows because it's a beekeeper house. And there's 2 items with bees. There's this window and there's the bee box. So I had to have the window. And then the rest of it is pretty much just yellow. I just really went for the cozy cottage yellow bee vibe. And I think that it came out really, really cute. You'll have to let me know if you agree. You can find this on the gallery under AudynRo, AUDYNRO, if you would like to download it. And it comes in at either 36,333 simoleons or 40,292 simoleons. I still don't know why my game does that, but it still is doing it. So let me know if you know why. But this is the floor plan. We end up getting a door over here to the bee house and then, or to the greenhouse on the building. And then we get a door to the outside in the same, on that, in that room. So there's 3 doors into this house, technically. And it's a little house. So I think it's kind of funny that there's so many doors. But I just had this shape in my head. And the one thing that I wish I had done that I did not do is kind of change the shape of the roof. I wish it was kind of like domed a little bit to kind of give that more cottagey vibe, but I did just leave it like it is now, and I didn't think about that till it was too late. But I think that's okay. I still think that it comes out really pretty. I'm really happy with the thumbnail. You'll have to let me know if you like the thumbnail. I think that my thumbnails lately have kind of been really good, but you'll have to let me know if you agree. But don't crush my soul. Okay, I'm trying my best. But this is going to be kind of the layout of the main living area. Is this couch over here and then the bed in the corner. And then this is the little bathroom. It just ends up having a shower and a toilet, and then they will use the sink in the kitchen if they need a sink. And then now we kind of go back outside and we work on this for a little bit. And this is where I was like, okay, I think that this would look really cute with another door over here and then this path kind of continuing. And then the rest of the pathing in this build is this terrain paint that I overuse. It is my favorite terrain paint. You may have noticed because I use it in every single build. And I am trying a little bit off camera in my own like current household build to kind of like branch out with what I'm doing. But I don't know. I don't know. I really like this terrain paint, okay? Don't bully me. But this is going to be where the greenhouse goes, and it looks really, really pretty in there. And I really enjoy the way that it came out, and it has a few things inside, but we'll get there in a minute. And then now you can see that I'm kind of just trying to figure out what is going on the rest of this lot. I knew I wanted a greenhouse. I knew I wanted lots and lots of landscaping. And I feel like I kind of sounded like Moira from Schitt's Creek for a second. Lots and lots. I wanted lots of landscaping. I wanted these gardening plots. That's what they're called. So that you could plant flowers. And I wanted all the landscaping to just have... I'm so sorry if I made you yawn. I am yawning so much right now. I keep having to pause the voiceover to yawn. I don't know what is going on. I'm so sorry if I'm making you yawn. Let me know if you yawned along with me. But I wanted to have lots of bright colored flowers and the kind of green landscaping that is in debug and not really in the actual catalog. So we are going into debug here to find all of the different landscaping that I want. Does anyone have any tips on not yawning? Like, how do you stop yawning? Because I would like to know. So you can see here, we're kind of grabbing all of this different debug landscaping and flowers. And we end up grabbing a few logs and some kind of fence pieces over at the front of the lot by the pond. And it looks really, really cute. And we get like this really pretty like post that has like signs on it, and it looks so pretty. We grab this grass and just put it everywhere to kind of make it look less clean landscaping wise, so that there's like overgrown pieces where maybe they couldn't get the like weed eater or the mower back in that area. There's that fence that I spoke about. And then here is where we are just grabbing out so many different flowers from debug and putting them everywhere. We grab this beautiful log and put it in the back. It's so, so pretty. And then just mushrooms all over the place. They're so cute and I love them so much. And I just think that they add so much to this build and so much texture and kind of like make the flat grass look realer, I guess is what I want to say. And then here's that sign. I think it looks so cute. We do move it in a minute. And then another yawn. We get this beautiful log and then some of these like debug items right here, and then these really pretty little like bushies. And here I thought I was going to use this, but it just didn't fit right, and it didn't look like I wanted it to. So we end up using these ones, which are kind of a recolor of the one in the catalog, but I think that they look better. Like, I like the color swatches better on this, and I think that it looks, I don't want to say better again, but it kind of does. And then we get some landscaping in the middle of the yard and kind of like wrap the, the terrain paint around it. And then back here we get a whole bunch of landscaping and we get a tree. There's not very many trees on this lot just because there's like, I didn't want to cover up everything. And so I think it's okay. I think that I added enough trees, but I would have liked to add more, but they didn't really fit. And I think that it's okay. And then we add these kind of debuggy vines on the sides of the house and the sides of this fence to kind of give it more texture and color. I kind of wish I added a couple more of them, but I got distracted. ADHD brain was just on fire with this build. I was just all over the place. I kept bouncing around as I had ideas or as I found things in debug that I wanted to use. As you can see, we are using lots of bright colored flowers in the landscaping because I just felt like this sunny, happy sim just loved the flowers, and they wanted to have lots and lots of flowers and options for their bees to pollinate with and be happy with. So they're kind of just everywhere. There's just different flowers all over the place, and I think they look really, really pretty. You can see here we have a bee window on the back of the house, and that's the only window. But I didn't really like the window in, like any of the windows in the little bathroom. I wanted the wall space, but I wanted the bee window above the bed. And then we get the bee window and all the little peaks of the greenhouse and the house. And then we get these rocks from debug and all the mushrooms. And we spend a while digging through debug landscaping, and we go back in a minute. We go back to the debug landscaping, and then I was trying to find these trees, but I ended up using the ones from the actual catalog from Island Living. to kind of match the ones in the environment, and I think they look really, really pretty, and they kind of add more like flowers for the bees. And then we get another one of those trees, and we add a roof to the greenhouse because I realized that I had not yet done that. The wallpaper on the exterior of the build is from Horse Ranch, and I really wanted the whole exterior to be yellow. It was in my vision, and it came out really good. These bee houses do not end up staying like this, and we grab some more bushes over here with more flowers. We do not keep this many. We only have 12. I don't know if I get them all. Yeah, I get them all right now. We kind of are placing them down. We get a bench over here and a table, but that's at the very end of the build, so you'll notice that later. But here I am just kind of trying to find things to add around. I think that the sim reminds me of my grandma a little bit, because my grandma really loves birds and really loves flowers and gardening and really loves like little things outside. She has so many clutter pieces outside and so many like just garden decor, and so all of this stuff that I was adding outside really reminded me of my grandma, because she would love this build, I think, because that's just who she is as a person. And she would just really, really love all of the things outside that I added. So we get these birdhouses, and we get a flamingo, and this gnome riding a chicken, and the little butterfly spinny, it doesn't spin, but the butterfly thing from Backyard Stuff, which is free until like April 10th, I think, around there. So go right now and download Backyard Stuff. It is free. That is a free pack, free content. Go get it. I just did a build last week that was a limited pack build using Backyard Stuff, Parenthood. What else did I use? I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember. There's 4 packs. And Everyday Clutter, and I don't remember the expansion pack we used. But you can go check that out if you want to see some of the backyard stuff before you download it. But either way, you should download it because it's free. And The Sims is free. So, free Sims game, free Sims pack. There you go. You should go do it right now. Pause this video, go download it, and then come back to the video. It's that important. Please download it. Here you can see we're adding terrain paint everywhere and kind of trying to blend the land into the land. Like, make it all match and look really pretty. And then I work on the pond a little bit because it was kind of not what I wanted it to be. I struggle a little bit with the pond tools. They're kind of difficult a little bit. But I didn't like this little pointy bit over here, so we fixed that, and then we kind of like spread it this way a little bit more. And then we fixed the terrain paint again. Later on, we get some debug lily pads in the pond, and we do this like leafy pond texture because it's so pretty. And then we add some rocks around the brick tiling in the like orangey brick right there. We add some rocks on the side, scattered about, to kind of like make it less jarring, because right now everything is really soft, and then that tile looks kind of jarring. Like, it doesn't look like it matches with the area. So we add these rocks, and I think it kind of helps a little bit. You'll have to let me know if it actually does help, but I think it does. And we add some of the little rock texture around the side also, and I think it looks really good. And then over here we're going to get the birdhouse, which I have in my current household, has that the bird feeder, and I love it. I love putting I always think you could put bird feed in it and then watch the birds, and it's so cute, and I love it so much. But now we are on to the interior, and we kind of jump around it a little bit. I mess around with the wallpaper for a minute, but I like the one that we end up with. I think that the wood tone kind of matches the flooring and the wood tone of the furniture we end up using and the windows. And then this is not the wallpaper we use. This is the wallpaper we use, but not the swatch we use, because I end up finding one that kind of matches the yellow vibes a little better. This one right here. And then I have to go around and add the other one in to make it look less samey all around. And then we do not get any tile in the kitchen. We only have tile in the bathroom. And then, as you can see, I'm kind of just like jumping around as I find things. I used a lot of Horse Ranch because it had this wood tone that I liked, and I thought it was really pretty. And we do end up getting this table here, and we scoot this way over, and then we place the TV up there better later using the red shelf, and I will talk about that in a minute. But now we are trying to pick a mirror, and I thought I wanted a standing one, but it didn't really come in a wood swatch that I wanted, and I didn't want it to take up that space. I wanted that to be walkable. So we just get a eco lifestyle one on the wall. We get this really pretty picture that I thought maybe that was like the inspiration for their land for their lot when they bought this. Like that was the inspiration behind building their own land on their own land. We used this pretty rug from Cottage Living, I believe. The couch is from Horse Ranch. Yes. And then these little stools are from Horse Ranch, and the chair we end up getting is from Paranormal. I thought it was so pretty. It had the yellow and some of the blue that was in the wallpaper in the chair, and it kind of brought it up into it. And then we grabbed these curtains from Horse Ranch in the yellow plaid swatch to kind of match the bed. And we also put those in the kitchen. And then I think we jump into the kitchen now. And then we'll go back and finish the living space a little bit later. But this is the countertops we use. I thought that the wood swatch on the top of them matched the rest of the house. And then the yellow, obviously we had to have yellow. We grabbed some of the matching cabinets as well. And these are from Cottage Living. Sometimes I get the Cottage Living and the Country Kitchen ones mixed up, and I also forget that Country Kitchen exists. But we grabbed the shelf from For Rent. I know I use this a lot, but it's so cute and it works so well. And then we get a little painting above it of some flowers, and I think that it looks really, really pretty, and I really, really love it. And then this is the bee window in here. Again, we use the bee window everywhere. And then we get a plant and a trash can and some paintings. And then we end up with a broom. And then in here we get the fire alarm and the temperature controls, the thermostat. And I add so many, what are they called? Postcards all over the wall by the thermostat. All over there is just covered in postcards. And then we even add some above the sink. I feel like this sim just loves people and animals, and I feel like I could have added some like cat stuff, but I didn't think about it, and I don't really have the room for like a litter box. I probably could have put one in the greenhouse. That would have been smart. If you want animals in this house, I would recommend putting the greenhouse in the litter box. The litter box in the greenhouse. I think that would look really, really cute, and I think cats would really go with the vibe here. I feel like they just love animals and they love people. So they have all these postcards from their travels and from their friends that they make all over the place. And they love tea. We end up getting a tea maker and this little teapot here. And we have the tea up on the shelf above the sink. And then we add some plates up there. And then we add lots of clutter on this little corner piece. And then some stuff on the walls. And I just love the way that this kitchen came out. It's so pretty. And then here in a second, we're going to add the tea maker because I wanted them to actually be able to make tea. And then we get a rug, and I think that's about it for the kitchen. We're going to take another second to finish up in here, but that is about it for it. We just kind of move the clutter around a little bit to make it fit. And then we add a rug and the cutting board and the little broom right there. I thought that was a really cute addition. It looked really cute. And then this little towel, because again, I think they wash their hands here, like they go to the bathroom and then come in here and wash their hands. So I thought the little towel made sense. And then now I think we are going to add some lights and then move back on into the living space, I believe. I know we still have some stuff on the exterior to do, but right now we're trying to get the interior done. And I found this little corner shelf. I love this little corner shelf. I use it a lot. And it has the same wood tone as the rest of the things I was using. So I kind of merged it into the wardrobe a little bit. And then we add a candle on one side and a lamp, and we remove the ceiling light to kind of add some mood lighting more. And we get a couple little sconces to kind of add to the mood lighting. They get a couple of little mugs that they use for their tea. This one has flowers on it. I thought it was so cute. And then we get a plant and some clutter from the Everyday Clutter Kit on the little coffee table, which is also from Horse Ranch. Most of the stuff you need in this pack is Horse Ranch, Seasons, and Cottage Living, and that's pretty much really it for most of the stuff here. There's definitely a million packs used because I don't really control pack usage unless I specify. I kind of just grab what I want, what makes me happy. Sorry if you can hear the sirens. I do want to remind you that I live across the street from a firehouse and I can't really control it. And if I stopped every time there was sirens, then I would never be able to do a voiceover. But here we're going to add a plant and a couple of things on the walls. And then I think we move on to the greenhouse, which is going to end up being an office space with lots of books. But now we are adding that plant on the wall and then a couple of pieces of art right here, which I think look really, really cute. One of them is from Werewolves. That one's from Werewolves, and the other one is from Base Game. And then the rug in the bedroom is from, what is it called? Nifty knitting. I kind of wished in the end that I had added like a cross stitch box or a knitting box. I feel like those would go really, really well with this idea and this vibe too. And I think that sim would really, really love it. This desk is from Horse Ranch. The chair is from Paranormal. This bookshelf is from Werewolves. And then we grab another one from Discover University. And then just kind of various clutter around this room. We get like a box from the basement kit in here. We get a chair from Horse Ranch in the corner. We move the bee window up because I wanted to be able to see it from this little greenhouse space. Here's the chair I mentioned. It is so cute. It has like yellow and floral and it looked really cute. And then we get a cats and dogs lamp over here on this side. And then I think a plant next to it. And then we add some rugs and a couple more clutter pieces and another plant. And then I think that is, you're going to have to remind me. My brain wants to say book nook, but I don't think that's right. I don't know where that stack of books came from. But now we are going to add this rug, and it takes me a second to find it and then get the color that I wanted. But I love that rug, and I always forget that swatch exists, and I love it. Here we are adding some little pots and some little clutter pieces to this room, and then we move on to, I don't know where we go next, honestly. I can't remember what happens next. I'm fine. I know how to speak sometimes. The bathroom. We haven't done the bathroom yet. So we pick a tile. I kind of I didn't suffer. I struggled for a second with which tile to use. We ended up using the Space Game one. And then this is not the swatch of the shower we use. I forgot to change it for a minute, but I do change it. We get a little yellow bathrobe because I almost said rug. Bathrobe because it's yellow. And then this in yellow we kind of shove in the corner. I do move it in the corner a little bit more when I was playtesting to make sure that it worked, and it does. You can get in there and around that bathroom just fine. Everything here works just fine. Then we are going to add lots of things out here. Like I said, I just wanted it to look really lived in and just loved. I wanted this place to look lived in and loved, and I think it does. We grabbed this couch here from Seasons because it had like the honeycomb kind of texture on the back, like the shapes, and I thought that it matched the bee vibe a little bit. It was kind of yellow. And then we grab this trash can and the mailbox and shove it over here with the debug things, and we get some planters and a couple things over here. We get the bird tree and kind of move the other tree around a little bit and move the flamingo over here. And then we grab this floral bike and kind of put it in front of the house. I thought it looked so cute and I love it. It looks really pretty and I really am really happy with it. We get a little picnic basket over here. We grab some wind chimes, which I don't like personally in the game because they kind of annoy me. The sound annoys me, but I love them when I'm building. And then here is that birdhouse or the bird feeder that you can add bird feed to and watch birds in. And then we just kind of grab a couple other various things out here, and then we move on into the greenhouse. And I thought about putting the well, but it just didn't work, and it wasn't really matching the vibe, so I did not do it. But we get a flower arranging table. The lights are from Laundry Day. The flower arranging table is from Seasons. And then we grab a cats and dogs picnic bench. I almost forgot what it's called in here because I thought that it would be cute for them to have like an interior table space to eat. They don't really have one outside, but I put one in here. Then we grab a couple of planters for if you need some covered planters for certain plants. We grab a little worm box because I thought that they would really love that and use it, and it came in yellow. And then we grabbed this bee house in here that again I thought was just maybe like an empty one. I know that's not realistic in the game, but in real life I feel like you might have an empty one inside that you're cleaning up or preparing for more bees. We grabbed the decor box because it looked really cute. And then we grab a couple of little sapling plant looking things on the picnic bench and then some rugs. And that's about it for this build. If you would like to download it, you can find it on my gallery under AudynRo, AudynRo. You can also find that in the description down below, as well as all my links to my Discord, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram. I've been streaming a lot of Stardew Valley lately, so if you'd like to come watch that and hang out with me and my friends, that would be really fun. We're gonna add a little thing back here, and that's about it. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this, and I will see you guys next week. I love you so much. Bye.